they used to do, when I used to get a topic, I used to speak for 2 minutes. But if I was not able to speak, so they were making me understand that what a topic is all about and what you can talk about it. So if you're not able to,
First of all.
yes, I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. And how about you, Raj?
Yes, I'm doing absolutely well. It's been long time again we are talking, so I'm very excited for that, you can say.
Yeah, same here. So thank you so much for inviting.
Okay, definitely, definitely. Okay. So, is how is your days are going on these days?
Yeah, busy and hectic. I am doing sessions for, I conduct sessions for my students. Apart from this, I do study a lot of things. So, yeah, nowadays I'm happy and I'm enjoying my journey. What
That's I
about
think
you? Is there
yes.
something new from your side?
To be honest with you, these days I'm having little bit of free time because recently I have given my examination, so I'm waiting for my result. And after the result will, when the result will come, I have to do a lot of works, right? I have to go for internship also and managing with my studies. So this will be hectic, but yeah. But these days I'm quite enjoying some like watching movies and talking with different people. So this is the schedule is going on for me these days.
Oh, that's great. So, what course are you pursuing right now?
You can say that I'm pursuing the course cost accounting, like CMA.
Oh, CMA. That's great. That's wonderful to hear.
Hmm. Yeah. So have you heard about it?
Why not? Of course. I was a commerce student. I pursued my degree, that is BCom Honors Accounting, and I wanted to see myself as a chartered accountant. And but but in COVID-19, I lost my interest in professional subjects, and I started working hard on communication skills. Now I'm
Hmm.
pursuing my master's, that is in English literature. So I
Hmm.
moved from commerce to literature field.
Hmm. Okay. So your master's is going on right now, right?
Yes, exactly. So I know about CMA, CA, and CS, company secretary or chartered accountants. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, because as you have mentioned that you are also from commerce background, you were, I think, where you have completed your graduation. So definitely, you have idea also about that. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so Ashutosh, one question is coming inside my mind as you said that you are guiding people for their communication and English speaking. So the first and foremost question that many people say that, see, that when any student is talking in English or any particular one is talking in English, they are given lot of topics. So how they describe the topics, unknown topics, what should the approach towards the topics discussion in English?
Yes, the topic, like, are you talking like if you are gonna give me a topic, then how should I talk on them?
Yes, yes. How should I talk as a beginner or as an intermediate level speaker? How should I talk in a topic?
So the first thing, it depends on like your level. If you are good enough in English, you can talk about anything. But if you are a beginner, you should talk about hometown, your studies, your childhood, your school days. So we should give them very simple topics so they can talk about it. It depends. I told you that communication skills, if you're good in communication, doesn't mean you can do well. You need knowledge for things as well. Like if I'll have to give a speech about the president of United States, I'm okay, I can speak and I can express myself. But if I don't have the knowledge about the president of the USA, then how I'm going to give a speech? So knowledge goes parallel with your communication skills. So the thing is that if you will have to speak on a topic, at least you should have the knowledge about it. So when I started my spoken English journey, I used to talk with the people on multiple topics. Several topics I discussed which were normal, like pollution, education system. We used to have discussion for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So in the same way, if you have a good knowledge about the basic things, you can talk about it. And you don't have to talk based on data and very deep into it. You can put your own opinions. So the thing is that you should be okay with giving answers whatever it comes in your mind, if there is normal topic.
Definitely, it's based on our knowledge, on understanding about the different topics. we can give the thing. And one more question is coming, that is, sometimes some unknown topics are given to us. Maybe we are, as you said, that you are going to talk about like a president of United States. If you do not have knowledge, so how can you start? But I think there are some techniques, at least we can manage. Some topics are given to us, suppose, but we do not know anything. So that time, what should we do? Like, should we that say that person that I do not know that topic, or I should at least talk about some general points and wrap up this topic? What should I do that point of
Yeah,
time?
of course. You can say before starting that I don't have very much deep knowledge about it, but you can start with your general opinions. If I'll tell you about my journey, I used to be the part, and I'm a part of Kanpur Toastmasters Club. So they have a term that is called impromptu speaking, or you know very well that extempore. So if anybody is
Hmm.
gonna throw you topic instantly, you'll have to speak on it. So what they used to do, when I used to get a topic, I used to speak for 2 minutes. But if I was not able to speak, so they were making me understand that what a topic is all about and what you can talk about it. So if you're not able to understand, if it's new for you, if I'll talk about nepotism, if I'll give you the topic nepotism, but some people they're not aware of it. So you can make them understand what is nepotism. Okay. You can make them understand. So then they will be able to talk generally about it. So it depends. You can ask for the topic, but you are in a competition. Nobody is going to make you understand. But the thing is that if you are getting a topic, you should give your personal opinions of that. But I don't feel like if you don't know very much about it, don't go deep into it, because you are making trap for yourself. If you are in an interview and you said that you like reading, and he asked you that what book have you read so far, and you told the name like Napoleon Hill, or just the book of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. But if you don't have the knowledge, the deep knowledge, or you will not be able to tell the summary, so it is not good for you to explain. So the first, make them understand that I don't have idea about it, but I can tell you some general points. I can tell my opinion. So it depends, totally depends on knowledge, man. So general topics you can speak.
Hmm.
Communication is not all about talking about very serious topics. Sometimes you can talk general topics as well. So yeah.
This is something, right? Definitely, we should approach with that simple approach, that what we know, that only we will be speaking about that. And based on our experience or based on our understanding of the topics, whether we will be able to speak the general terms and particular things or not, on the basis of that, we can go deeper into that. This is the first and foremost criteria for any topic, right? Because as you said, one
Mhm,
thing that I was also observing, that when you do not know anything about it, and if you say that yes I know it, and you are giving the wrong information, especially in case of interview,
mhm,
then you are
mhm,
creating a trap for yourself, or you are creating
mhm,
a problem for yourself, because they might ask you a lot of different question about from that particular topic, and you will be proved as a liar, right? Because I think they
mhm,
are checking your confidence, right? They are not asking, because if I am going for a finance role, but I mentioned that I have a hobby of reading, and they are asking, HR is asking me any question related to like reading, and I am just telling them lie. So it is proving that I may consider myself, I will be proved as a liar, and in future also I can tell lie to the company. So I
mhm,
think that's the
mhm.
simple thing also. I think we should be very simple and very straightforward, and I think give the honest answer. That is also, I think, foremost criteria for communication also, I think.
Yes, exactly. You're absolutely right.
Definitely. So, and another question is that as you are guiding the students also, so
Mhm,
why? My question is that how they should go for interviews, right? Because in interview also, I think it is also very important to have communication. Because I think I have seen that I'm personally, I am actually doing some interview classes, and I am taking some interview classes for specific purposes, like specific questions. Like there are some general and commonly asked question in interviews, but I'm talking about that students should mug each and everything, or they should understand the question and they should deliver. How they should proceed with
No,
interview
it's
questions.
not all about mugging up. No, not at all. Because whatever you are, if I talk about the examinations, whatever we study in our books, that the question is not going to be same in exam. Okay. So you can't mug the concept, and you can, if you are clear with your concept, that tell me something about yourself. If you know, there is no need to mug up, because if you will mug that up, maybe you're going to forget that due to the fear of interviewer. So you will have to understand that what I'll have to speak first, my name, about my family, about my profession, and about my hobbies. That's it. So you'll have to keep that in mind, but the sentences can be here and there. No problem that if you think that only whatever you have written in your notebook, then you can speak there. No, it's not like that. So you will have to practice. Practice is very important before going to the interview. Do practice with your friends or do practice with your trainer, that the practice about the interview. The more you will give the answers related to those questions, for sure you will be able to answer there as well. So it is all about your practice, and you should be genuine there. You shouldn't be afraid of anything. You should go there that if you are going to be selected, fine. If you're going to be rejected, then fine, you can go for another company. If you will go with this mindset, you'll be able to do well. But if you think that, oh, okay, you have a lot of things and commitments to do, and you think that you're going to get the job, maybe you'll have the pressure on yourself.
Hmm. I think unnecessary burden we are creating. If we are thinking that yes, this is the last thing that I could do because this is the last company that I'm giving the interview, so I have to get entered into this. I think maybe we are creating more pressure. And if we make
Mhm,
some minor mistakes also, it can be proved as a major mistake for us. Definitely, because they will
mhm,
be considering it that you have lack of confidence and maybe you have knowledge, but you are not able to express it, right? So this is I
mhm.
think the first and foremost thing that we have to understand also.
Exactly.
Yes. Hmm. So I was keep on asking you a lot of questions. So if you have also, you can ask me.
Yeah, so I would like to know about your journey. How's your spoken English journey going on? As you said that you're busy with your studies and exam. So how do you
Hmm.
manage those things and how do you study? Because CMA is really serious profession and you'll have to study hard for it. So nowadays, are you able to do practice?
To be honest with you, I am able to do the practice because yes, if I talk about these days obviously post examination is going on, so I am not having that much of work. So these days definitely I can manage. But what I talk about the during those days of before examination, like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, that time it used to be hard. But yes, you know one thing that was I used to think that even though if I miss any chance of communicating with other people, one thing I always used to do that I used to make myself understand about the different concepts of finance in English, obviously. So I know that it's this technique is very funny. I used to actually put a doll in front of me and I used to explain all of the concept to that particular doll. Yeah, that kind of things I used to think because I used to think that that particular doll is my client, so I have to explain all of these things and I have to make him understand. But apart from that, I just I used to do practice also. There is no doubt about that. I think for one conversation at least I used to do also, and nowadays I think two might be something I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Okay. So nowadays, do you do video conversations only or audio conversations on some platforms as well?
I think, yeah, I just do both these things. I do not actually just specifically focusing on voice conversations or specifically focusing on video call conversations. So both these things I am doing because I prefer to do only two conversation in a day. So might be most probably 50% for video call, 50% for audio call. Yeah, this kind of approach I'm following.
And what about your YouTube? Are you able to be consistent over there?
To be honest with you, yes, I am just putting videos on that over there also based on the set targets. Like suppose I'm just have a target of putting two videos in a week or one videos in a week. So just I'm following that rule, not exceeding that limit. Also, you can say.
Okay, yeah, I got it. So yes, and what do you think? What about your spoken English journey? So where do you think you should work on, and what kind of improvements do you want in your spoken English
Hmm.
now?
I think for me, one thing that I'm observing is that I need to get more confidence, right? Because might be the challenges I'll be facing in the upcoming months, like especially for internship interviews. So there might be a lot of things will be there that I need to work on. Maybe I can speak, but still I need to get more confidence. So I am just working on my confidence mostly these days. And second thing, you can say that mostly I'm trying to actually adopt the reading habit. So this is the two area that I really trying to work on. And apart from that, yes, some mistakes might be going on. So I think that it will be improved by the passage of time if I do like confidence building practice or if I do reading practice. So definitely it will be improved. Might be. Yeah.
Yeah, so what kind of books do you read related to your profession or apart from your profession?
To be honest with you, if I talk about reading, so I just for reading I just took very simple approach because I'm very bad at it. Because in in for listening I watch some movies. It could be foreign movies or any kind of movies I watch, so there is no problem with that, or any financial concepts. But for reading, I just use simple story books. I love to read. Yes, story books, like there are several story books are there. And apart from that, some little bit one book particular, psychology of money, I have just read 2 or 3 pages recently. I have purchased it. And psychology of money, and I think another book is also there. I want to purchase that. I name forget I name is, I think, uh, what was the name? I will purchase it, I think. But yeah, I just love to read story books, and I started with story books also. Yeah.
Okay, so you read storybooks, but nowadays you are reading a book that is The Psychology of Money, written by Morgan Housel. So
Hmm.
that's great. Of course, it's very nice. It shows your interest in finance. And as you are going forward with this field, this is very important to know things about money and finance. Okay.
So have you read this book, Psychology of Money?
Yes, I read two books related to finance. That first one, of course, very important for everybody, Rich Dad and Poor Dad, written by Robert Kiyosaki. I read that book, and after that, I read another book that is The Psychology of Money, written by Morgan Housel. It was a nice book, and I would like to read few more books in future. But as you said that it is difficult for me also reading habit, I would like to inculcate this habit, but it's very difficult to manage with the profession, YouTube, with studies, and going further this kind of books. It's very difficult. So, but I read few books only, and nowadays I'm reading a book that is Think Like a Monk. Whenever I get time to, I read few pages. I used to think that when I used to have a lot of time, I was thinking that I would read books in a one go, like in 2 days and 3 days. But nowadays it is very difficult to get straight time for 4 hours, 3 hours. Like if 200 pages book is there, it will take almost 1 or 2 days to complete it, right? But nowadays I don't
Hmm.
get laser time for it because I do conduct regular sessions for my students. So only like one chapter, maybe two chapters. And what happens after a few days, again I will lose my interest, and I'll just and keep that book, and after a few days again I will get the interest to read it. So it happens, like there are fluctuations.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Many, many thanks to you. All the best and keep practicing.
Sure, sure. Thank you for that. Okay, bye bye.
Bye.